Horror movies are so bad. I saw this opening weekend. The trailer itself let you know that people were genuinely stoked about this movie. We're gonna talk about like some of the details of the movie. We're gonna talk about a little bit about the bidding war, all this fun stuff. I'm excited. I could chat about this forever. But Weapons is a 2025 mystery horror film. Written, directed, co-produced, and co-composed by Zach Krieger. This movie absolutely crushed the box office. The biggest thing I liked about this movie was this movie has a non-linear way of telling the story, following each character involved in the overall story's arc. And once you kind of watch the whole movie through, you understand piece by piece through the perspective of each character of what really goes on. And I absolutely adored it. I loved it. It was so much fun. Fun little fact about this movie, there used to be an entirely different cast. For the most part, I believe the guy who plays like the tweaker character was the same, but everyone else was pretty much different. It was because it was going to be shot during the strike. People aren't trying to scab it out, bro. They're not trying to do it. You go into the movie thinking that this town is haunted. There's some spirits. There's some crazy shit going on. But little do you know, you should like this video and you should subscribe. Come on now. You're a horror fan. Go watch my other reviews. If you're fucking with my vibe, just like and subscribe. And go watch my other videos. I'll really appreciate it. Before I get into that thought, I want to break down the characters. Josh Brolin as Archer Graff, Julia Garner as Justine Gandy, Carrie Christopher as Alex Lilly, Alden Ehrenreich as Paul Morgan, Austin Abrams as James, Benedict Wong as Marcus Miller, Amy Madigan as Gladys. Julia Garner's character is like the first character we follow. But you see it from the perspective of her, of how she's hated, and the town wants to freaking essentially have a witch trial because their kids are gone. They're like, yo, what is up with this woman? What is going on right now? This is crazy. Where are my kids? I thought it was super clever that Julia Garner was literally being hunted as a witch trial. Not literally, but you know, kind of literally. They had witch written on her car, which was very intentional from the writer's point of view. Before I get more into the film, I want to talk about how there's like a bidding war. So Jordan Peele's Monkey Paw, they wanted to get the rights to this movie. But overall, New Line Cinema, which is super nostalgic for me, dude. I remember watching like Rush Hour. So anytime I get like that New Line Cinema like intro, just creates this nostalgic, good feeling. A good movie's about to come on. They won the rights. But I understand why Jordan Peele wanted the rights to this film. He ended up not getting it. But that's okay. He's going to have the movie Him come out eventually. I'm excited to watch that as well too, but I understand completely why people wanted the rights to this film. It was absolutely immaculate. No Sydney Sweeney. Side note, that movie is good. Her fucking debacle going on is ridiculous. And by ridiculous, I mean, girl, what the fuck are you doing, bro? You have enough money. And on top of that, what the hell are you doing? What the heliante? Why do you need American Eagle jeans money, bro? Your fucking career, you done fucked it up, bro. You done fucked it up. Back to Julia Garner's point of view. You get to see her scared, like you don't really know what's going on. It's allowing the audience to be like, yo, what is happening, right? But on top of that, you do get Josh Brolin's point of view, which is like essential to the story because it allows you to see why people don't trust the police, bro. He was determined to find out the truth. And overall, all the Gladys jump scares really kind of like got the audience going. But the main thing with the jump scare in Josh Brolin's story arc, he wakes up, he's like, what the fuck? The whole audience laughed. And I appreciated that like little bit of humor they had in the movie. And the thing about this movie I appreciate the most, it alludes to making you think that the town is haunted and maybe it's some like weird, spiritual, upside down type of energy. But at the end of the day, dude, it's a fucking witch. And I want to let you know right now, dude, not every crystal girly out there in Los Angeles is like Gladys, dude. But just in case, dude, be nice to the crystal girls. Be nice to the kitchen witches. You never know, man. You never know. You don't want to piss off a witch. This movie's a cautionary tale. Cautionary tale. Don't fuck with them witches, bro. I know there's certain things about like the witch's character, like some plot holes people talk about, like what happened to her clipping Julia Garner's hair? Nothing was ever done. So the way this witch like essentially gains control and harvests the energy of other people and uses the people as weapons, she takes their hair, does some dark blood magic, wraps it around like some viney looking tree, and has control in the energy of these people because she's dying. I thought that was clever. I thought that was interesting. But like, what happened with the Julia Garner shit though? Like, bro, you took her hair. Nothing really happened with that. Why didn't they take advantage of her character and like make her a zombie essentially? The cop's position. You're watching this, you know the storyline. I thought his position was very unique. Like, he was just not having a good time, bro. Like, the whole time, dude. He's just recovering alcoholic, not having a good time. He's cheating on his wife, bro. He keeps getting freaking stuck with James, the crackhead's needles. You definitely have scabies, for sure. I'm not going to go too deep into that character because, as you know, he becomes one of the weapons. James, the drug addict. He low-key is the one who finds the kids. This was so raw and authentic. I genuinely appreciated this because I personally see homeless people. I drive past them sometimes. I'm not in the lens of the homeless people unless I'm watching like a Channel 5 documentary or something like that. And I'm not talking about like literal Channel 5. You know, Channel 5. We don't fuck with custers. You don't really get that perspective of what it's like to be homeless. And this guy's just like tweaking out. He's a little bit of the comic relief. Especially when it comes to his interaction with the cop. The cop is low-key like doing some unethical shit with him. But his whole storyline of like figuring out and seeing the underside of society helps reveal to the audience what the hell is going on, dude. My apartment's right outside of the pool. Bear with me, dude. Summer's ending, bro. The kids gotta have fucking fun, bro. I'm in here filming my content. They're out there fucking trying to enjoy the end of summer, so just fucking deal with it, bro. The things I wanted to mention, just random one-off things. Dude, the gay couple, the principal and his boo thing, dude. That meal right here, this meal, absolutely delicious. I want to make a platter like that. It was amazing. And I want to comment on this situation because, you know what, dude? He should have trusted his boo thing. The principal, he's like, why is this bitch here, bro? Why is she acting up? Why is she acting a fool right now? Why is she acting crazy? Why are you here? Why is she here, dude? Go away. Stay away from me. You know, say, Alexa, play Mod Sun, stay away from me. Play that song. Bro, why is she there? She comes in and causes havoc, bro. She makes the freaking principal a weapon and kills his boo thing. Why did they choose to have the freaking kids run like Naruto? Why is everyone running like Naruto? What's going on with that? Naruto fans? Is it cool to run like that again? Should we start doing that? The reason why Gladys comes into the picture, you see it through Alex's lens. He's like going to school. She just randomly shows up at the doorstep. You get to see all the harrowing things he goes through and how he's just okay with this house turning into a devilish hellhole. And eventually, Josh Brolin and Julia Garner's character, they team up. They go to the house. As you know, the crackhead has already been to the house. The police officer was with the crackhead when he went to the house. They're weapons now. Let's talk about the ending now. Because, you know, everybody decides to go to the house. They find out what the hell's going on. What the hell are you on to? They're like, all of the signs lead to here. Let's talk about the iconic scene where Alex, our boy Alex, decides and finds out that, yo, it's time for me to do some blood magic. I'm gonna do so much blood magic. I'm gonna make all these freaking kids turn against this bitch ass witch Gladys. And that's what he does. And these kids chase this woman throughout the neighborhood. She's out here running. And these kids tear her ass apart. It's unhinged. It's crazy. I haven't seen anything like it. And it made for good cinema, and it was actually kind of funny at the end. I'm so excited that horror movies are coming back with a big swing like this. Let's just hope that comedy has a big swing as well. If you like this movie review, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time.